Hello and welcome back to another round of Graviteam Tactics. It's still the 30th Spring DLC, but now it's a bit later. It's on the 15th of March, and we're playing on the German side this time, so we kind of switched it around. The area is still the same. There's Nepokrytaya here, Peshanoye here, and Fedorovka, the village we stormed as the Russians. Last time is here, is still in Russian hands. Now what happened in our campaign playthrough, of course, was that we took this area and then also this crossroads here. What happened in real life was they took this area, then wheeled south and took Peshanoye, but then they got thrown out by a German counterattack, and now this is the situation. So basically what's going to happen is we will have to defend. We have to keep them out of Nepokrytaya and out of Peshanoye. Peshanoye does not have, so the units here don't have any heavy weapons, basically. And we can't really easily reinforce them here. So for now, I think what I did is I assigned support to each of these, and I will just try to defend for now. These guys, as you can maybe see, they have 4 tanks assigned. These are actually Panzerjäger 1, so the 47mm gun on the Panzer 1 chassis, which I don't think... Maybe I had them in one of the earlier campaigns for Graviteam Tactics, but certainly an unusual vehicle. Anyway, we will start the first battle and see what happens. Okay, I started the next round and there wasn't any fighting. What happened in real life? At 11:15, radio intelligence detected 6 enemy tanks moving from Collective Farm Oktyabrski to Fedorovka, an infantry battalion moving forward from Fedorovka to the south. The following artillery is in position in Nepokrytaya as of 12:35. 7 10cm guns, 2 15cm guns, 1 88mm anti-aircraft gun. Okay, radio intelligence. Ah, okay, so now with radio intelligence I actually know what unit is there. Interesting. Okay, but they didn't attack. Which is fine with me. Next round. Alright, that is more like it. The Russians are attacking from up here. We don't know the unit, but I assume it will be infantry supported by tanks. Let's look at the actual map. So, we have dug in our forces basically along the crossroad. This objective is a bit too far forward. I'm not 100% sure about these positions. We are dug in, but we will see how good we can actually shoot from there. We have heavy machine guns here, MG34s. We have some mortars as well, or rather we have 1 mortar and spotters for them. What is this? Are these the real life positions that they had? And I think that could actually be the case. I wonder why I missed those earlier, but okay. As you can see, we are actually kind of close to those. And of course we have what you probably want to see, the Panzerjäger 1. They actually dug in deeper than I had anticipated. Okay, basically I want to kind of ambush them at short range when they crest this ridge. I mean, the direction they're taking, they will probably advance through these gullies or along the road, and then I want to ambush them using my puck and my Panzerjäger 1 at close range, the tank that is, of course. So yeah, that's basically the plan. I have 1 puck 38, which is over here, and the rest are pucks 36. But they each have 2 Stielgranate rounds, which can be used at close range to nuke any tank. Anyway, let's start the battle. And as always, we're looking for flares first. Units are so far on hold fire. So flares are going up in this area as predicted, so they're probably gonna come from the direction of Fedorovka. Now, since the campaign is kind of split up into 4 mini campaigns, sadly my the destruction from the battles that I had on the Russian side does not carry over, otherwise all this would be nuked, of course, because I had all the artillery on here. I don't have any off-map support as the Germans here, by the way. So that's kind of sad, but on the other hand, it makes the campaigns themselves a lot easier to play. Not easier, but a lot less. There's a lot less work you have to put in to play them because they're not so long. Another flare went up here from that gully, so this, or close to the gully actually, so that might be their advance towards us now, because green flare means advance or scouting ahead. I might actually have placed those a bit too far down here, but these should be nice and useful. Russian tanks are advancing along the road, and on both sides of the road Russian infantry is coming closer and closer. I still haven't opened up on them, but the moment draws near when I will. Actually, this might be the moment. I just want them to cross that road, and then we'll open up. I hope that this ambush can cause a bunch of casualties for them. Oh, there's a mortar deployed here. I also told my anti-tank guns to open up on any tanks they can see, and I think they should be able to see at least the T-34, if I checked that correctly. Well, the T-34 certainly can see something. And the BT as well, that's the BT-5 of course. Okay, we did at least cause some casualties here. Okay, opened up with the other infantry platoon as well. Question is, can we knock out one of the tanks? That would be really useful at this point. It's pretty far away. Okay, my mortars are landing. The problem is I dug in my Panzerjägers, assuming they would attack from here, and now they're kind of in a bad spot here. Oh, there comes the first puck round. Of course a T-34 at that range. Okay, we did hit it, but a T-34 at that range can be tricky to take out with a 5 cm gun, as any tanker on Lenino in Forgotten Hope 2 will tell you. Especially if you don't hit. The hitting, that often works wonders. That was a good hit, for example. At least it sounded like one. That was the glacis, so probably didn't go through. Did we hit the tracks? No, okay. Okay, now we hit the BT-5. Now that's one that we can easily take out. Yeah, and it stopped. And the second one hit as well. And another hit. Yeah, we're just taking that one out. It is firing still though. And it seems to be retreating. Now it got one in the ass, alright. And it's off-roading now. Maybe they are having trouble with the controls or are wounded. Yeah, the track is off. Yeah, I think that one's down. Now, I'm pretty sure we wiped out this fucking infantry platoon, like holy crap. There was a harsh ambush on them. Problem is, my puck is actually basically out of ammo. Well, not all of them, but the good one. And that one seems taken out, basically. T-34 has stopped in a weird kind of position, to be honest. We probably damaged it, at least a little bit. I'm sending slightly forward one of my Panzerjägers to look at the T-34. That being said, there's no icon on the T-34 when I switch on the icon, so it might actually be knocked out, even though I wouldn't know why. It didn't look like our shots were going through all that much. So yeah, I'm not sure about that, to be honest, but there's still some Russian infantry there, and the tank is lying next to the road. I mean, it does kind of look knocked out, I guess, but... look more in that direction. This machine gun, which I had put on the flanks and which took some casualties in the battle, has spotted more Russian troops advancing from this direction, so we're not in the clear yet. We wiped out one platoon, but they obviously have more. Now, the thing is that we actually apparently have an airstrike coming, which I didn't know about beforehand, which I guess is realistic. I mean, they never knew when the Luftwaffe was going to show up. That being said, I wonder what's gonna happen now. Will it bomb these wrecks? Oh, yeah. I'm hearing planes. Wait, are those enemy planes? No, it's supposed to be our planes. At least that's what how I understood it. The question is, where are they? Oh, up there. In the sky, okay, of course. They're kind of hard to track. Maybe does somebody know a trick? Can you like zoom in on the planes somehow automatically? They're very high. Those are Stukas, I believe. Yeah. Well, you know, let's see if the flyboys can do anything for us here. Okay, that's... I wonder if they can even spot all the infantry from up there? Or if they're specialized on bombing tanks? I don't control them, in case anyone's wondering. They're doing their own thing. Okay, here they come again. Okay, they're diving at something there. I wonder if they even show up with the YouTube compression, to be honest. Here we go. That's where a flare went up earlier, so... Well, there's fire coming back from the Russians. And they're firing with their board machine guns. I think I heard a tank. The Russians are here and firing at my planes. Yeah, at my planes, yeah. Okay. My machine guns are peppering this area, but I'm not 100% sure why. I wonder if I should tell them to to not fire again, simply because I'm afraid of running out of ammo at this point. Yeah, that might be for the best. More bombs are dropping in this area. I think that's where the Russians are, because they are shooting flares in response, so I hope they will inflict some casualties on them. Told my guys to conserve ammo for a bit. Although there's not all of them. I mean, most of the infantry seems to be dead. And these seem to be retreating, to tell you the truth. Okay, I just missed it, but bombs were dropped near the bridge here. Whoa! Nice! I think they were moving up like enemies in column here, and the planes got them. So yeah, Luftwaffe. At this point in the war, still somewhat useful. Wonder what this straight line is. It might actually be a map-making artifact. The enemy offered a ceasefire, and since I'm on the defensive, I agreed. Actually, maybe I should have waited for the Stukas to completely drop all their bombs, now that I think of it. No, well. I should have held my position here. I don't think they will throw me out, because I still have the key point here. I know they probably took the key point over there. Minor defeat... Oh, how? Oh, well. Don't tell me... No, wrong. What do I have to do? Don't tell me, no, they didn't capture this. Okay, so they captured this one key point, that's probably why it's a minor defeat. That being said, I still have the crossroads, and I'm pretty sure I inflicted more casualties for them than they did on me. So, let's actually look at those tanks. Yeah, we did knock out this one, it was kind of clear. 5 centimeter puck, triggered. Okay, that I think this was the one that knocked it out actually. That's a weird place to hit, but... if it works, it works. I wonder if this is the rest of the crew. I mean, that guy seems to... Didn't I see a pistol there? Might be a crewman then. It's hard to say, I'm not sure about these, because they have winter uniforms, kind of hard to tell. I completely wiped out at least one infantry platoon here. This tank also knocked out 5 centimeter... That's an HE shell, I think. So, I don't know, but this one got hit so often. Like, look at that. Partial penetration there. Also partial penetration, and I think it affected ammo and the fuel, I guess. So yeah, these got knocked out. So let's see. We had 7 casualties, 2 killed, 5 heavily wounded. They had 82 casualties, 44 killed, 38 heavily wounded, 6 wounded. We didn't lose any vehicles. They lost 3. 3? Did maybe the Stukas knocked one out? Yes. What kind? What kind? Ah, it was a BT, okay. Would have been nice if it had been, because they must have, from when I played it last time, right, they must have another T-34, but apparently the Stukas knocked out another BT, and they knocked it out so well that it doesn't even say how. Okay. Back to the operation. And here we are. It was the motorized rifle unit that attacked us. We held them off at the crossroad. I hope next round we will get at least some reinforcements in terms of ammo for the anti-tank gun especially. Alright, next turn. Here it says at 15:35 it was reported that the enemy had launched an attack on Nepokrytaya from the east. About 400 people are at height 173.2. The strike from Fyodorovka to Nepokrytaya was supported by 3 tanks. Well, I'll be damned, we actually knocked out 3 tanks. So there's that. Apparently in real life there was also an attack on Peshanoye that was pushed back, which didn't happen in ours. Shelling. That's new. What does that mean? That we shelled them there? Probably. Okay, anyway, hope you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching and have a nice day.